Mapantsula.
Yo, guys, never thought this day would come. But I figured. That's it. I figured, kids. Welcome back, season 2, episode 8. Mapantsula Rugby. Yeah, I'm gonna forward to again.
I'm back, baby.
Whoa! I need to drink.
Whoa.
Leon,
Naughty corner.
Okay, sorry,
Might
naughty.
put you in
Peter
your-
Gary. Leon is back. Leon, anything that you wanna say to the people?
No, man. I want to say, hey, I love the new setup. It's not gonna last long, but yeah. Guys, remember to please follow us on our Instagram handle, on our YouTube. We're gonna get Twitter soon as well, right? It's good to be back. We have Twitter as well.
So I love
Keep following and Facebook.
I love the maturity there, right? I thought I was actually gonna say, Leon, take it over, and he's like, Blue Bulls!
He was
The
excited.
show hasn't started yet. It's about to
Show
start.
started.
Rex, welcome as well.
Yeah,
Right?
thank you for welcoming me. Yeah.
He just like
Okay, cool. But
Social
thanks
distance,
again.
you like it touchy.
Yeah,
I'm
the
very
social
touchy.
distance, man.
But thanks
Sounds like
again,
I'm sorry.
VW Melrose, for having us back. Loving the cars, and I'm waiting for my car over the weekend as well.
Baby, you know that's
Just
coming,
to
right?
test drive
Tell them I sent you. Any car, yeah.
any car.
Zola sent
10,000
you.
off. And tell
But
them
anyway.
I sent you.
Let's start the show.
Okay, brilliant, gents. I think just to start it off, Maradona passing
Eish.
away, Mshoza passing away.
They should.
I think condolences there. I had a big crush on Mshoza coming through.
Yeah, but I see.
Before she was light skinned or
No, I had a big crush. Gents,
Right,
crushes stay.
If you
They
had a
don't
crush,
change.
if you had a crush on her, you would be like me and Leon. My dog is
go when uyanhlanyisa. R.I.P. Mshoza. Mshoza, you know what you had hits.
No. But like, I had a huge crush on her, and condolences to her
Yeah.
family and stuff like that. Then,
First, what is it, like King, your Queen of?
yeah, Queen of Kwaito.
Queen of
Kwaito.
And then the king of football passed away. Diego Maradona. We want to say R.I.P. To all the soccer
Armando.
fans. Argentinians.
They show me.
Hey,
Do you know what I want to tell you? Sorry, Zetane. It's it's so funny when you haven't actually seen a person on telly.
Yeah.
Because we only call them later on. But
Maradona.
Hanere
Yeah. Everyone
you
is
know,
talking about
there
Maradona.
were nicknames,
Maradona,
Maradona, whatnot.
yeah,
But no one
Hoja
had seen him on
Donadona,
TV.
yeah.
Even Pele, whatnot. No one had seen him.
Maradona, le Maradona.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but like, that's how much of a legend he was.
Yeah.
Well, we hadn't seen him on TV, but you've heard about him.
So-
and you knew already good he was
We
a
hadn't
legend.
seen him on TV because when we were born, he was like, I think 86 World Cup when he
No,
made
yes.
that magic.
Yeah.
The hand of God.
But like, Lorune,
Nere le babanya.
TV,
Yeah, TV Nesi.
black and white,
Yeah, yeah.
SABC.
90
Nesa Bonsi.
90
World
was
Cup.
there, but we were old enough we were like probably 9. 94. You only played that one game. When you
But
scored
he
that
got
goal.
banned.
When you
Yeah,
scored
yeah,
that goal,
yeah.
we ran into the
the
camera.
crowd. Yeah.
I was like, oh, is this the
That's
Is this-
that was an older Maradona.
Yes.
He played one game and then he got banned for substance because he had to lose weight and stuff like
And
that.
this will tie us up to our first game that we're gonna not analyze, but we're
Yes.
gonna talk about.
Gents, we sit here. I saved your number. My brother, Leon, a friend of mine. That's it.
Did you hear that? He said, my brother and then Leon, friend of mine. Wow.
He has good to.
Do you want that Highlands?
Good to.
I know.
He has good to. As he can.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to catch feelings.
As he?
He can.
Okay.
As a.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to catch feelings. But this sport has brought us close, and
Iraq.
there's so many nice things
Yeah.
about the game that is it's
That
from
teach
sleep.
it, yeah?
That teach it. Gents, on the day when they went up to give them that number 10.
Argentina had already lost though.
Cheese and rice.
Yeah,
I
they already
just-
lost. I was emotional.
Kids-
I was
and-
emotional.
and-
And did you see every All Black had signed
Had signed.
the jersey?
It happened twice. It happened twice.
No, they already killed Argentina.
It happened twice over the weekend. On Friday we had it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Smooth jumps on second half.
Oh yeah. With the
Jumps on second half, catches that ball, I figure quarter. But instantly, as he got up from the try,
up you.
at him forward, I'm still with you. It doesn't matter.
I get you. I hear you.
If I didn't cry then,
Don't cry today. Please don't
But
cry.
like
Don't cry today,
but like
please.
this is gonna tell. I don't know.
Let him. It's special.
It even started.
You
Anthems. I tell you, like my chick thinks, Uzaza thinks I'm flipping crazy.
Why?
Where
Do you know I know the national anthem for New Zealand, Australia, England, France.
Leon,
yes.
There's certain things. There's certain things. I'm 36 years old, and
And you're
there's certain
under New
things
Zealand
that
anthem, like what?
drive me when they put the jersey down.
I wasn't here. I was. Oh my
My
God.
word, I was going crazy in the house, and she's like, what? But like, I'm like,
the commentator
can
jumped the
you
gun.
see?
Because the commentator jumped the gun and said there's a special ceremony.
Yeah, they didn't show.
Then
And
I'm
then,
like, I hope they're not gonna put a number 10.
And they put a number 10 there. You saw Sam
But
Kane walks
soccer
in.
transcends too.
Rugby.
How big was the guy?
No,
And I was going crazy. Dude, the game could have stopped at the national anthems and at the haka, and I would have been happy.
Yeah.
The result
My-
afterwards, I know it was a mediocre kind of, not mediocre game.
It was a
the All
mediocre
Blacks,
game, man.
The All Blacks showed.
Yeah.
Again, Guti, they came to the, and gents, and this is going to be my theme for today.
Mm-hmm.
When we even speak about Lunga's first 15, gents, I hate wingers that just stand around and that are just there for
You
the
must
glory.
pass me,
No,
and then I just finish.
man. I love Caleb Clark. Caleb Clark.
He
is
does-
a-
he's got
a
work rate,
worker.
eh? He's got work rate,
And he's
yeah.
worked on what? They kicked on him, caught the ball out of the. He was.
Do
Yes,
yourself a favor
do you know?
and follow him on Instagram and
I-
everything.
I actually do.
His dad is an old.
His
Yeah.
dad is an All Black. And can I tell you something? So I wanted to discuss it. His dad was I think
He's
a
back,
blues
the guy
legend.
that disturbs everyone.
Yeah. I'm back, the guy that disturbs everyone. So his dad was an All Black.
I miss Lunga.
You missed Lunga already.
Naughty corner. Where's your naughty
Where's my naughty corner? Is it? Anyway,
Yeah.
so his dad is an All Black, and he wasn't looking at making All Black. He's like only 2021. But he had a flippin' phenomenal after the lockdown.
Yeah.
That you remember? I think he's in the what team is he? He's in the Blues. I think he's in the Blues team. That Blues team did very well. I actually thought they were going to win
Yeah,
that
they
super
did well.
that super rugby thing.
father was there.
And his father was there.
Stands
Played
out.
with Low.
But his work rate. So apparently, the commentators said in the last 2 weeks they looked at the videos of what they did wrong.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks ago. Remember they lost 2 weeks ago, and then they had a bye this weekend. The boy's work rate is unbelievable, and he's flipping
Guys,
strong.
he's the only
bro.
player. He's the only player in that.
He's
All-
flipping strong, man.
Guys, just to be honest with each other, he's the only player in that All Black team that looks scary.
trying.
Yeah.
no
That's the only
captain.
one.
There's
No,
no
but
captain
Adi
in that
Savia as well. Is
No,
a bit
no,
scary.
wait again. No, Eddie Chance, he shies away, and this weekend was a bit different. There was that try of his off the line out,
Yeah,
worked,
but it was
nicely worked try.
swat, man.
But like, gents, do you know what
Guys,
I love a winger to do?
guys.
CV Vatu style. A winner
That's gonna jump in at second-
Yeah,
first receiver.
man, pick and go.
Yeah, get you,
that
get you.
coming in from the blind. I love a winner that works.
Joe
I hate-
Rogan
we're gonna
had
talk
the same
about
thing as
Kosan.
well.
We're gonna talk about Kosan.
No.
I hate a winger that just stands there.
No,
He's clean
Kosan,
from minute 1 till minute 8,
Nah.
and he's just diving.
That was Nas Porter.
RIP to the legend who Diego
Maradona.
changed. Now I know why they say, but you get Diego, then you get Maradona,
Yeah.
then you get Toomey, then you get a Raga.
Okay.
Hey, great show last week.
Great show last week. Listen, you held it down when Beyonce was.
When
not
the
here.
anchor was not tried.
When Beyonce was not here, you held it down.
Dropped it. As soon as you said that, I dropped it.
But anyway, let's move on to the calling.
No, wait, before we do that, chance.
Yeah.
The Argentinians, they
Yeah.
went down again and they lost 31-0.
31-0, yeah. They didn't score a single point, yeah.
It was their B-side.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Do you know-
Hold on.
I'm going back to that point where you say is that you didn't understand what Russ was doing.
Yeah.
Clearly, those folks are watching. They did watch
Experience,
Casey's side.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay, I get you there.
yeah, so
Building experience, new
Yeah.
scrum off.
new
Yeah.
like 10 changes against All Blacks.
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
No.
Nobody does that. But all of like I can go back home.
Even
and
the
it's like,
15 who played,
Yeah.
he's a normal 15, but back in the day, he's
Yeah,
relegated.
I can go back home.
Man,
and
I
say,
think they had
"Listen,
to work for that try.
Yeah.
All
I
the
can-
tries. Yeah.
I can go back home and says I did play against All Blacks.
Yeah.
Then,
They're not that.
Then if I do get a chance to play against the Box, you know,
You've got experience.
I've got experience.
But anyway, let's move on to the Curry Cup, boys. The first
It's-
game on
it's
Friday.
a- cutting
it was
black label
Rugger's-
Curry
it was
Cup.
Rugger's job to actually.
No, that was Rugger's job last week.
Okay, cool. Continue. Leon.
Anywho,
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
thank you.
Welcome back.
But Lunga did a good job. Thank you, Lunga, for holding him down.
Hater.
Tolo. Anyway, Friday's game was Sharks versus Pumas. if I'm not
Pumas, yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah,
How good was Bunkosi?
How he came on the second half?
How good was
How about we talk?
Bunkosi?
How about we talk on? Let's start at the game.
How good was Bunkosi, right?
Yeah, but we'll talk about the last 40 minutes. I think. We'll talk about the last 40 minutes. Apart from I think the Sharks with their tight seven.
Agreed.
Tight seven. Did you see that tight seven?
Yeah.
Everyone from 1 to 7 plays tight 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
No
it.
wonder that guy
And
were
you-
criticizing
and you
him.
could- and you
the
could
hooker
tell-
Richardson.
the hooker.
He's actually a sixth flank.
Yes,
And
he
you-
is a
and you
flanker.
could- And you could tell from the first 2 tries they scored because they got there. Because last week we were saying like Lunga did tell us about okay.
Yeah, he
the
gave you all the
14
structures with regards to
yeah,
Sharks.
and
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of continuity going on.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
job. And they were like, listen, but you guys are soft.
Yeah.
But that lock of
On
theirs
Friday,
was soft as well.
on Friday,
They
got
lots are soft,
they-
yeah.
on Friday they got there and they bullied
Pumas.
those kids to
Submission.
standstill.
They made them submit to their
yes,
will.
the first
It's like you must submit to my will. Submit.
Jeremy Ward.
Yeah.
You know, you get him for
Yeah,
it.
but Jeremy
You
Ward
do
had
it
a
like-
good Jeremy Ward had a good game.
No, he
bro.
played.
had a
He
good
played.
game.
But like, let's not lie to ourselves, Ane. The Pumas had a lot of changes before the game, and that Devin Williams moving from 15 to 10.
Yeah.
Then who's that kid from Poch? Zim kid, man. They
Mafura.
played for Mafura.
Yeah.
They played 15 for. Gents, they were giving them tries.
Gents-
I think
Gents-
there were 3 tries there. Ne?
There's a
That
nice
was just,
Because I think it was humid and they're not used to it. Because there was one time Harpier, and I'm a fan of Harpier,
Yeah.
but dropped a couple of balls. In the tackles, they were dropping balls. So it was
Yeah.
humid, but
Yeah.
you can't be passing the ball in the try line.
Very
And you're
true.
thinking,
That is
Yeah.
bull, actually.
Devin Williams
That is
kicks
bull.
a flat ball.
He goes in.
That's an
and you're
own goal in
shit,
football.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
on, it's not on. Then
Because I think he's experiment at 10, because he kicks a flat ball. He's been charged down a couple of times. I think the Western Province game a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago. He kicks, he takes time on his kick, and he kicks a very flat ball. And they charge him
I'm not
down.
impressed with him because he gets
He's a
charged
15.
down
He's a 15.
lot.
He's a 15.
A lot.
Leon, going back to we had this conversation I think 4 weeks back, and you said, "But do we really need the Pumas to be in this competition?"
Yeah, because
I thought-
I'd watched the Grigos and Pumas
I
game.
tell,
and it was
I tell
boring.
you why. Now we're sitting in a situation now where there's a kid that played 12 for the Pumas.
Just gonna
he-
grab my ball. Sorry.
Why did you quit?
So he
After I call myself
had,
Beyonce,
he had
you
like
quit.
3 injuries on the same leg.
Yeah.
One of our favorite cheaters, the Pumas said, "Listen, we'll sign you.
sign you.
Don't go to Russia."
Yeah.
And-
Like the other kids who are going to Russia.
He was going. I was speaking to like he was going.
going to Russia.
I've got his brother.
Yeah.
He was going to.
Ali played well.
Ali played well.
He defended the whole day, but he defended well.
Yeah, but then I praise there's a guy in Pumas by the name of Marius. He's the one that actually gets the players. Like the faith that he had on
In-
the
in
kid,
the player,
on
in
the
the player.
kid. Because
Even that 7 flanker, one Kamala.
The boy who scored the try, I think it was
David Solomon.
Yeah.
Yes, he's picking up week in, week out.
But you see his try now.
Jimmy
So
Stonehouse.
they took a quick tap and then gave it to the boy
But
and he went back.
Leon, you seen the tries, but the work that he's doing the week
work rate,
before,
yeah.
the week before, the tackles that he's making, the growth that he's getting as a young kid. Good, so okay, sharp, I can rumble
So-
with the big names.
if
you get what I'm saying?
If you see Lunga during the week, just tell him like we've been talking about that game. We haven't mentioned anything about the Sharks.
Look, if you are listening
They're not-
anyway,
they're not- no.
we haven't spoken about the shots.
Listen,
right?
listen. I'll give you
Two things from the
Then-
team. It's Oxygen and Spoon Goes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah. But I don't see
I'll
Cohen Bosch.
Ox. Ox.
No, Jeremy Ward.
No,
Jeremy
Kerry.
Ward. Jeremy
No,
Ward.
Kerry.
How comfortable is
Jeremy
how
Ward
comfortable is
does
Bosch with current cap? Like, just does it like
But
okay.
he missed the first
No,
couple
no,
of
no,
kicks.
like he's
and
like
he
okay,
came right.
I missed that.
Gents,
Let me just kick it to my
I want to be
friend.
honest with you. Cohen Bosch is really growing.
No, he's grown.
As a team.
He's grown.
He's grown.
He's better than Willems.
He's knocking on the door to be. I want to be understudy to Andre Pollard. Andre Pollard is injured.
Elton Yankees.
No,
How do you
there's
jump
no Elton Yankees
How do you
here.
jump
You
Elton?
drop
Yeah,
Elton
you go.
now.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
there's no Elton.
yeah.
Cohen is.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to be controversial as Lunga said last
Is
week.
it?
Yes.
Okay, married man. That must be that ring.
Cohen is playing better week in, week out.
Don't say it.
better than-
Okay, listen.
he's
listen.
better than Elton Yankees. I
have
said
to-
it.
I have to admit, Kieran Van Vuren,
The hooker.
he did well.
Yeah.
He did well. He did his basics well. Driving balls, I think he scored a try as well.
Yeah.
Richardson at
think he's-
6,
yeah.
I think is home.
He's comfortable. It's comfortable.
Find a match, they pushed him to 80. I was actually quite impressed.
Just
Fitness is still not there, but
don't forget about the people that actually
Oh, but-
work. Upoli, just.
Upoli works. Yeah.
Upoli and
Upoli,
eight. Do you know?
He does the hard work.
Do you know what?
He does the hero.
No, but like, do you know what pisses me off about Polian? Ufana no Skara. At crucial moments. At just crucial moment. Skara, even this weekend, there's a try that they scored, the Blue Bulls scored
We're gonna get to
last
that, we're
minute.
gonna get to that.
Do you get what I'm saying? But like, at crucial moments, he just misses that tackle. Do you get what I'm saying? He just sleeps when... He just
Let's-
sleeps when...
okay, hold
but
on.
like, he still does hard work.
I
I'll
hear
have
you,
to
I
give
hear
him.
you.
I'll have
Let's
to.
wrap
Okay,
it up.
cool.
I want to quickly wrap it up with regards to the Sharks. There's a guy, guys, who is an unsung hero at the Sharks.
One,
Jeremy
two.
Ward.
Jeremy Ward.
He's a hard worker. I'm not a Sharks fan. I'm coming. You know what fan I am.
Yeah.
But Jeremy Ward puts in the work.
No, he
week
played.
in,
So what's
week
gonna
in,
what's
week
gonna
out.
happen now, Leon?
This week again, he put in the work.
This Primo captain is ready next week to
Imagine let Jeremy Ward into
to play. Like they play after 10. Who's gonna move to 12?
No, Lucanio
can play to 12.
What you don't understand, the reason why the Sharks because that Marius that's playing at top is doing a
Marius,
great
no.
job.
Hold on, but how do you leave Lucania
he's
and
a
Ward
captain.
has to be in?
Drop
as-
Jeremy.
But
No.
then okay, cool.
Anyway.
Let's have this argument next week.
Yeah,
okay?
let's move
But
on.
special mention to 11
Ox.
that's to 11 that's underrated. Utalian. Etienne
Yeah.
Talent.
Oh.
He's gents when I speak about Caleb, he's in the gents first phase of a scrum. For an 8th man or a scrum half, just to give it to a blindside
First
room and
receiver.
say, listen,
must know.
first receiver, just
Go.
play.
It
Caleb is a Talia. They use him in that channel, and he doesn't get tackled back.
Japan.
He
Played
takes
again.
it back.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Mapipi.
Mambipi, when Faf was supposed to go the other way, and he went this way.
First 10 minutes.
But the number 10 of Japan couldn't tackle. Yeah.
Leon, ball tap him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look.
Yeah.
He doesn't look. Caleb is. He's a
Short,
big
huh?
lad. He's
He's big.
imposing.
Yeah.
That
Talent,
kid.
he's short.
He's got that Kabamba strength. You know Kabamba.
Kabamba
Wait,
was, yeah.
you look at a guy. You're like, yeah.
Kabamba was being tackled by P3. Kabamba was being tackled by P3 running back. And he's
Petri
going,
was-
bro. And he's
yeah,
going. And he's
but
going.
Petri-
He's going.
Kabamba tackles. He's
Yeah.
got that pinnacle. That
It's pinnacle.
Yeah.
It's called
And
Donka
Talia.
sometimes. It's
Okay, enough
Donka.
of the Sharks.
Anyway, enough. Let's move on.
But
Let's move on
Pumas-
to your
Talia.
team, the Lions versus Griquas. What happened in the first half? versus
Lightning
the Griquas?
happened.
No, before the lightning happened in the 44th minute or 50th.
Lightning happened.
Leon,
You guys didn't look like a team. You guys look like you're on holiday in Kimberley. Let's be honest.
It's not even.
Yeah.
Do you know? I'm
Leon, if there was lightning in Cape Town, also the first half would have won the game.
yeah.
So
Second half.
games are not won.
First half.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I wanna have it, but since you say it, I seriously wanna have a chat.
You're
What is
not
that?
touchy these days.
I am
man.
touchy too,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, yeah.
I miss you guys. I miss the guys.
No. But like,
Yeah.
I'm on a couple of groups, and
A couple.
A
You
couple.
respond.
So I think
No, I
I
don't
think
respond.
you've got more groups than you've got friends.
Yeah. So
I think he's got more groups than he's got friends. Because he's got 3 friends and then the other friends and then.
But there's
20 groups.
there's one group that I really listen to because there's a lot of like rugby brains
Yeah,
on them.
And you don't listen to other.
and so
No, don't worry. We trust
then
our
then
bodies.
then on a lot of groups they were speaking about the Lions' defensive principles or
Yeah.
patterns and
Yeah.
whatnot. And gents, and yes, a team allows you to play at them.
Yeah.
Because if you're defending all the time, they'll call passive tackles or dominant tackles and whatnot. But every time if you're tackling, then the ball moves.
Yeah.
Tackling, ball moves.
Yeah.
Then you're not set. The first 20 minutes of the Lions, even the time
You guys were not set
where
for-
where they handed off Willem Alberts and they hand off and that 15 scores a try.
I
Do
haven't
you get what I'm
seen-
saying? But he
I
wasn't
haven't
even
seen Willem
set.
Alberts be like sit.
No, but
in
like
a while.
Leon, he's not even set. He doesn't know if he's on pillar 1, if he's on 3.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's happening. You get what I'm saying? Because the ball is moving so fast.
Yeah.
You're not taking care of the ruck. Then all of a sudden the ball's gone. Then all of a sudden the ball's gone. Even when they score on the blind side, that nice Gikwa's left wing. What's his name? Not
When he came
Talia.
through I think it was on the blind side, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, no. Kilia, the white kid, man. He's week in, week out. We speak about him. He's a tall kid. He stepped nicely inside.
Fair check, Lunga.
But like
Lunga will fact check this for us. Yeah.
But like all I'm saying, Guti, they're not set. They don't know what's happening. And someone was asking a very pertinent question. Guti, okay, cool, gents. Who's the Lions' defensive coach?
Very true. Is it
You know
Cash?
what I'm saying?
Joey
Because
gone.
Cash is the big coach, isn't he?
Joey
No,
gone.
okay, no, Joey's gone. Joey's
Joey's
doing
gone.
the Bulls.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
We can
So
talk- we can-
so there's a lot of questions, but like one thing I have to say as well, when they all settled and they all came back, the
So-
Lions proved.
So what I saw as well, sorry to cut you, once the Lions settled, balls are going to Uskosan. Uskosan is scoring tries like he's a Springbok.
No,
But he's
Mara,
a
Leon,
Springbok.
Leon,
Oh, he is
Leon,
a Springbok.
He is a Springbok.
Oh,
But
he
like,
is a Springbok.
Leon,
Hey,
no,
Alistair Coetzee was just giving out cash,
but like,
but anyway.
no one notices Guti, even when they come there, they attack very nicely. Vincent Tutudu gets flip and go forward, proper go forward. Then all of a sudden, who's the final passes on both that guy on both those tries?
Skosan.
On his Skosan.
Out,
No,
Skosan.
the final passes.
Who passed? Isn't Elton too?
Thank you.
I saw Elton.
Do you know what I'm
I knew you
saying?
were gonna say,
The one is a quick hand.
I
where
fell into
he's
that to
recognizing
say
Guti.
Elton.
Then on the other one, pull, flip and give it nice and low. Do you get what I'm saying?
So
And
also-
I'm not
also
a fan,
guys-
just like Spoo. I'm not a fan of Skosan. When he's scoring tries and he's a walk.
Let's be fair on the lines. Like throughout this whole season, from Unlock, they're a team that actually builds into the game. So if the game
They're
is
slow
gonna,
starters.
if the game is actually gonna get cut halfway, then you're not gonna see the
You lose.
You lose.
Yeah.
The change room lose.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They're
so
second.
I want to ask you guys something. So
Jeez, I'm gonna get
is
there
it
now.
is it fair to say I understand it happened with the Bulls and Stormers when lightning happens and we cut it, we keep the score as 2017. Can't we
No,
just
no,
say share the points?
Leon, wait again. A lot of money has been spent.
Okay.
Like one super sport,
Yeah.
2 traveling arrangements, both teams and whatnot.
Yeah.
Then let them play a welfare. And I love what's happening now. We can't pause the game. We've already spent the money. We spent everything.
Yeah.
Pause the game. Radale next week.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna.
Yeah.
So if I think it was on 47, even
And
more,
then it was
kinda
27.
games.
I think the game ended in 2017.
Because it's one of the biggest unions that we have in the country.
Ooh, Lions.
They haven't played
Lions.
they haven't
Oh.
played 2 games. Got postponed because they were
COVID.
because of
They played
COVID.
anyway.
They had to give them the point.
Yeah, they had to. They needed the points. They needed.
It's just
Quest for Milan. So I want to move to the game of the weekend. I think.
Oh, but
And-
you see,
and
Nesdi
just-
blow mercy. Oh, but you see, Nesdi blow mercy.
Are you okay? Yeah.
cut.
I'm alright. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the
Oh,
game
but you see, Nesdi blow mercy.
where gents, I don't enjoy scrums,
One mention.
but
No, the older you get, I've actually like the older you
you
get,
come to appreciate.
You
it.
Yes,
get
it's
to
a thing of
You're
beauty.
like, yeah, they've got it.
But you
you know
did
when
you see
they,
the
you know when they
scrolling?
start smiling at each other, you're like,
Gents, CDC gets off when Trevor.
Went out for a blood bin.
Gents, and that's where I think even Usia
Yeah.
missed it a bit. I think he got a penalty just beforehand.
Yeah.
Even if it was on the halfway line, if it was me, I would have said, listen, scrum ons.
Yeah.
Because Kitov, his hair was glowing. And that Werner guy or whatnot, he came on eyes. Yes, his eyes were just.
So he came in like he came in, he jogged in, and like. Okay,
But did you see him looking at Kitov? Kitov is like, now I'm gonna dominate.
Vion, the second scrum, he was coaching the rest of the pack.
Yes.
You must be for me, boy. You know, in a proper speaking, you know something is wrong. You please just copy.
But James, that was the game of the weekend. And
And
I actually thought we were gonna lose it.
One man show.
At the Bulls.
Bulls didn't pitch up until there were 40 men down.
Yeah. We only pitched up when we were 40 men
The
down.
only person that was doing all the work.
Dwayne for
was,
me.
No, it was
Chris Smith.
no, guys.
Chris Smith had a blinder as well, bro.
Nyaganyaka.
Oh,
Nyaganyaka was
He was
stealing,
scrumming,
stealing
yeah.
ball. Like, you know that moment where you say, boys, is there no one else?
did you see him? Did you see him steal a ball like a number 6 flanker?
But like, listen. Let's be fair. It was on both sides.
Yeah.
Kitov
did the same thing.
Gents, it was.
And he looks at it like, boys, is there no one else?
But just
It was a nice spectacle of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
It was a.
Two tens actually showed up as
And,
well because that try Willemse as well on some bar.
No,
that was a good game.
wait again.
Leon Karate, Martin didn't show up.
Yeah.
So Leon,
Willem said that
if
Chris Smith
we're gonna get to
Chris Smith played
if we're gonna get to a situation
Smith played very
if we're gonna get to a situation where we immersed, I know it's windy.
Yeah.
It's windy. The 10 for the Blue Bulls.
Chris Smith. You remember he missed the same similar
the
kick.
You missed the
in
first one.
Cheetahs.
Then we realized
That's the
there's a bit of wind.
Yeah.
Adjust.
But he's from that side, Miss.
Yes,
Yeah.
but then
Grew up
the
up
thing
there.
is, you missed the first
It was a
2
thick score,
penalties.
Yeah.
That's 6 points.
Yeah.
The 2 tries that we scored, that's another 4 points.
We would have won by
10
canter.
No, we would have won by 30,
Yeah.
22.
Yeah. No.
Actually,
All
your
I want
villain
to
says
say.
useless.
No,
it's not useless,
You know
but
what?
then-
And that's why I say the presence of Boogeyman,
Yeah.
of Warwick Khalan, gents, everyone underestimates that second wave of attack.
Yeah.
And no one looks at that stuff.
Rags, I had
That
a
second
epiphany.
wave
Like,
of
But
you
he
know,
makes your number
I'm
10
not- I'm
look
not the
good
most-
week in, week out, man.
I'm not
Yes,
the
sis.
most cleverest, but the decision making
Yeah.
on the outside.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude,
You don't actually have to think as a 10.
Herschel, Herschel at 9. I don't know if it's the new rules but I don't know, why would you get to the ball and think?
Wait. Yeah.
You got two.
Just
You've got 2 options.
Yeah.
Left or right?
Two options. First receiver is that side.
First
Blind side.
First receiver that side, and he thinks.
But
And then now both of them are calling for the ball. So you're gonna like who do I part? Who do?
You should just dish it out and
then you know what happens then? Like the defensive structures are safe now because we know where you're going. You can't surprise us because you're taking too long. You know.
You guys didn't know where we were going.
My point. No, hold on. Aaron Smith.
yeah.
I just want to go quickly. He goes.
You just dishes.
My point
You just
exactly.
dishes.
You go.
You just dishes.
Boom.
In the game, there's a lot of time wasted.
Where he gets to the ball, then he still decides.
Yeah.
No, I get what you say. And
But are there new rules though? Because
No,
I thought once you
hands on is ball. It's hands on is ball. But like the refs are a bit. I can say because I even heard was it Eddie that was doing that ref? I mean that
Jones.
game. 80 something. But like he was calling guys by their names.
Yeah.
If you get that familiar,
no.
then all of a sudden you lose.
You lose your I'm the boss kind of thing.
No,
because you're
can be-
friendly. No,
you
become
can be
friendly.
you can be I'm losing, I'm the boss kind of thing.
Nigel, 100 caps.
Basically.
Nigel,
Nigel
but he calls them, but like he knows.
He calls it like it is.
Yeah, he calls it like.
But like I have
blue 12. Come here.
But I have to commit. I have to commend the same ADN.
Yeah.
Where Rasta says yellow card for Jock the jock red card.
He said red card.
No. Rasta said yellow card. That
was a
but
crap decision.
then he corrected. He said, listen, okay, according to all our rules that we all live by.
That was a crap decision.
No, my man. All our refs, we've been given these guidelines. Good see, if there is force to the head,
Yeah.
Red.
there has to be mitigating things. And
for it to be a red card.
You say, no, listen. You first start off at...
That's how you won the game, man.
My man.
Like when that guy
my
was
man.
gone.
We won with 14
Listen,
men.
you won.
Yeah.
You won.
Oh, but
listen.
machine.
Relax.
So I get the refs. This is how they go. They say, okay, cool. Head to the head.
Yeah.
Are there any mitigating? So they started red.
Yeah.
Are there any
So
mitigating
they started
factors?
red and go down.
Yeah. So if they started red, then they're gonna say, okay, are there any mitigating factors? Was this guy falling? Was this guy? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they go. So Rasta says, listen, no, hit to the head. Any mitigating factors? Rasta says no. They say, okay, Rasta. Then what I'm hearing is not a yellow card, it's a red card. So the All Black game,
Was a yellow card.
where that guy was already on the floor, he hits him to the head, direct contact to the head. He's going down. He's already down. Then they asked this and they said, okay, cool.
Are there any
Direct hit to the head. Are there any mitigating factors?
No,
Then
it wasn't.
the referee decides yellow card. Justin Marshall says, listen, but
There were
isn't
red
that supposed
cards
to be a red
2
card?
weeks ago for the same incident.
So that's why I say referees have to be, because the rules say you have to start at a red if it's direct contact to
Yeah,
the head,
yeah.
then mitigate the
because it's
factors.
dangerous play, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But like,
But I want to ask your opinion. Was that a red card? It wasn't
No,
a
it
red
was a
card.
red card. It
No.
was a red card. There's no mitigating factors. Hit
It
to
was
the
here.
head.
It was on the shoulder,
Very soft.
guys.
Very soft.
No.
Guys, it was soft. It was a
And
soft.
guys,
it
the
was a soft.
mitigation,
Until
the
the
mitigating,
guy.
the mitigating fact should also be, is it a prop? It's a fact. You should be part of it. Should be like, how did Jake's got to that point? Like, you like,
Guys,
Jesus,
it was
he
not
and
a
he
red.
steps in
Listen.
now.
Hold on, Raga. The yellow card in the New Zealand game
Hey,
was a red
it's a
card.
red-
The
it's-
game
hey,
in Bulls
it's a
was a
red-
yellow card. It was
It's a red.
papers.
All
I'm
I'm
telling you
giving,
now.
Warwick Halan stood up. That's all I'm giving him.
Because he wasn't a
Because
dangerous
a
tackle.
prop-
He was
no,
a
it was it was a cheap shot.
It's right.
Because the ball is
It's-
gone.
it's right, yeah.
Hey,
It's right, yeah.
it's
It
gone.
was here, bro. He hit him
high.
here.
And that's
It
exactly-
wasn't high. It wasn't a red card.
If there's
Refs
one-
made a
Yes,
decision
yes.
and it was
If
Okay,
wrong.
cool.
there's one person
Gents,
that's actually
control, order, comrades.
Bobby.
Imam, comrades.
Ballpark.
So all I'm gonna say now. So, gents, we're gonna hand it over to our resident expert. And when I say resident expert, gents, is
Guys,
all
and
our
also,
friends.
You could be here also, man.
We don't-
Ati, it could be you. Man. It
So-
could be you.
It's very hard to get it right when you talk to people about these things and have a consensus decision. But I think the whole Lions front row deserves special mention. I have people who are better placed than myself to speak about the dark arts that happened in the scrum. But yeah, I'm not really interested in their opinions. I'm just going to say with the fact that Steve Tole, Yakov Sahi, and Ro Andrea make my team of the week. They scrummed well as a unit. I know I will get a lot of blowback for this, but as a pack, they did their part in a very difficult game. You don't go to Griquas and get everything you want. Number 4 and 5, Salman Morat impressed me. I still think he has good leadership raps for Western Province, and he's should be the captain of that team in the next season or two. It's very hard to give Marvin Ori props, but I think he was the best number 5 this past week. As far as what do you call it, Curry Cup now, and everybody else was okay. Marvin Ori did enough to stand out. For me, I really wanted to give it to Marco van Staden as is tradition in this show for the number 6 position, but I think Jaco Creole showed up enough before the lightning hit to be my choice for number 6 this week. Ernst van Reyns stuck out for me. Wasn't the greatest forward play this past weekend, but he did enough between him and Joan Rogastus. They were relevant in the conversation of who played enough rugby to be a part of this conversation. Augustus did everything. Okay, apart from dropping the ball over the try line, he was good enough. Playing against a World Cup winning Springbok, he definitely did enough for me to be in this conversation, and I was impressed by the show that he put on for us in a very backline dominated game until the red card happened. But he was good. I don't know, like I feel like I'm becoming a Sandero Hamba fan in the same way Leon is a Blue Bulls fan, in terms of how I always want him to be the guy that has to be in everything. But he wasn't the standout fly half this weekend. Mone van den Berg from the Lions was the best number 9 this weekend. He showed up. It's always good when you're a scrum half and you play behind a solid pack. But when the pack gives you enough and you still do more, I was very impressed by Mone van den Berg. Cohen Bosch. I can't say enough nice things about the fact that he's growing in his role as a fly half. Wasn't the best game, but you know, Bosch was there, he did enough. And he played it. Winning as a habit, as I keep getting reminded, and Cohen Bosch did enough in that game. Oh, guys, the wings. In a kick-dominated weekend, it was very hard to pick a number 11 and a number 14. I'm going to stick my whole neck out and say Curtly Arendse deserved to be the number 11 for this week. Did enough. You expect wings to score tries, so it's hard to say he finished. But he did his job at the end of the day, and that was impressive enough. I'm going to catch a lot of heat for number 12, but it was hard to say Rikus Pretorius kind of outplayed Cornel Hendricks. It's hard. Yeah, there's no charge.
Okay, carry on.
Are you fine? Are you sure?
Used to be number 11.
Yeah.
So you almost done.
Okay. Yeah, so Curtly Arendse, Rikus Pretorius, it was good. The Western Province did enough. They didn't do enough to win the game, but you know, they were there. Number 13 goes to the Sharks, Jeremy Ward. He led the team well. He called that line properly as far as defense goes. And he did enough for the Sharks to come right. Yeah, and you can say inferior opposition, but you know, the Sharks were there and they did what they needed to do to win. Number 14, I'm very cagey about giving people their flowers for no good reason. It's hard to give a winger team of the week props when he came off the bench and literally played probably 36 minutes. But Swunkosi gets number 14. I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for that too, but it is what it is. And I round off my team with a Griquas player, James Verity. I still think his best position is wing, but I'm not Scott Matthew. I'm just Lungambata, and he's coaching the Griquas, and he had a good game.
Thanks, Lunga, for the first 15.
I'm not happy. I'm going to pull an Uncle Shay. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the first 15. Continue, Leon.
All right, you guys can also have your first 15, have your say. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to all our social
Ati,
media
this could
links.
be your time, man.
Ati, this could be you as well. Anyone else who's watching as well, it could be you.
Actually, you know what? The
Doing
only people I speak to when it comes to Iran. No, see, this could be your time.
Over and out, gents. Over and out. Bye. Jeez, and